Hi everyone, this is Melanie Smith with Solo Select Horses. We're here today with Todd Carpenter of Carpenter Farms. Todd is developing an outstanding cutting horse program full of absolutely outstanding mares. He continues to add to that herd, and he's been a part of our Select Genes program as well this year. So we're here today to talk to him a little bit about what mares he's used in Select Genes, and also talk about the Carpenter Farms program and where it's headed. He's really put the effort forth to do the research to find the right crosses that are going to be big time performers in the future. And so it's a great introduction to a program I think we're going to really see in the headlines over the next couple of years as these babies get into the hands of great trainers. So Todd, tell us a little bit about your history in the horse program and what really got you to the point of starting this cutting horse breeding program.
I go back to, I was raised by a man who loved horses, kind of like we all do. And as long as I can remember, he was connected to a horse in some way. He spent so much time thinking and talking about maternal bloodlines. And I think that just kind of sinks in a little bit. I worked my way through college, interested in my business, which is Carpenter Media Group. And that took me out into the business and away from horses for a long time. Years went by. We sort of maintained the farm that he had a little bit as he got older, and I just sort of accidentally put a couple horses out there and started trying to just ride them and develop them a little bit. And we had a like a spotted saddle horse or something, and he was pretty cool, and rode him and made a video of him and put him on a website. And he sold for a lot of money. And I thought, no, that's kind of fun. And it caused me to start kind of buying and selling and riding those a little bit. And I accidentally bought Blue Roan Pepto Boonsmall mare. So when I end up with this cutting mare, I'm like, what do I do with her? Well, the next thing I know, I'm out here at the futurity sale, and the bug bites, and you start getting my phone calls. And, the theme of the whole thing is trying to understand maternal bloodlines, wanting to be the best we can be at what we're trying to be, and then focusing a program on that. That's kind of how I ended up here with a lot of detours and turns, and losing money on sales and doing well on some, and that type thing.
Well, next year you've got an incredible group of babies coming, and we'll talk a little bit about some from the Select Genes mares and some from the mares that you have. We'll start with SS Black's little kitty, the Dam of Blackish, who we've all seen, that Lloyd did so well on. She's won over 400,000. What drew you to that mare, and tell us kind of what your plans are with the foal from that cross?
I guess what drew me to her is opportunity. If you're developing a breeding program, and anybody who has done that knows how this is, you're out there in search of mares who have something special, maybe have something special on paper too, but are also able to put that on a baby. And obviously she can do that.
Sure.
You don't really get a chance to breed a mare like Black Silk Kitty if you're coming from where I'm from, unless you buy
that mare herself.
That mare. We can be developing our mares, but at the same time, we can breed to a top mare and have a really high probability of getting a really strong, good baby that people in this industry are going to be interested in and want to try. And we just want to, we like to compete. We want to be in the mix. But it's a unique opportunity for us to get in, and really, really be able to work with a horse like that. And Select Genes is the only way that I know of you can do that.
And that was our goal when we put Genes together, was to provide somebody like you that comes in, that you're building your own herd of younger mares, like you said, that maybe don't have that production record yet, but very possible that they will. And you've got the right mares coming up that have that possibility. But, to breed to some of those that have already done it, it's tried and true, we know it works, is a great opportunity, I think. And I'd love to talk a little bit about how you chose Hottish for that mare, because I think we talked and talked, and you talked to me, you talked to Ty, we discussed it a million different ways.
I think it comes down to when you make an investment, what's the wisest business investment you can make? It's a proven cross. We get the benefit of that. I'm not a person who goes around and is shopping for full-blood siblings of great horses and things like that. But at the same time, that's something that will, I think, have a high likelihood of being good, because if you do what I do, and I don't claim to be smart, I'm just trying to pay attention
Yeah.
here, you know, and I look at all the draws and I look at the horses that win, and there's a race in the cash. There's a Hottish, there's another Hottish, and another Hottish, and another Hottish,
Yeah.
and on it goes. And I thought, well, that's a pretty safe bet.
I think that's straight on there. It's a safe bet, like you
Safe
said.
bet.
You spend so much time, you know, you call me and say, did you see that one? Or you text me, you know, I know you watch LPR hang 'em and all of them. And so being a student of the game is part of the excitement and getting to test all these crosses and see how they end up. The next mare you did was Miss Baby Cake. So she's a little bit different scenario. We don't know what she's going to produce yet, but she's got her oldest 3-year-old is a hot, or 4-year-old now, I guess, is a Hottish that Lloyd has done really well on.
Yeah, so we crossed her on Baboon, and that was an easy decision. Just watching her show, that was it for me. Like when we talked about her, there's plenty of video, there's plenty to watch. That concept of we want to see something that we'd like to see on a baby, and we want to find out if this mare can put it on the baby. And so watching those videos made that real easy for me. Baboon, you know, producing what he's producing now, thinking about that cross, it seemed like a good time for that one. So just to have the opportunity to choose that with that mare, like it's your own mare, is it's incredible to be able to do it. And I think what comes out of that is going to be something special.
I don't think you can physically write a better set of papers than, you know, a Once in a Blue Boon, that's out of Showbiz Kitty, so that's Bad Boon Rising, and, you know, Miss Baby Cakes being a metallic cat out of Special New Baby. I mean, that is the pedigree if you can handwrite one.
And how do you import that into your program without owning a bunch of really nice horses? And just to be able to partner with the owners on something like that is such a privilege. And just the fact that that would be available to me and to us, and for them to trust. And I get this as a mare owner, you're going to be good stewards of these babies when they come around, and we know that that's our responsibility. So we really, you know, we're going to work hard to measure up to that commitment.
Right. And as somebody that represents, you know, those owners, whenever we have somebody call a Miss Baby Cakes, there's some people that call that we just say like this, you know, why don't we look at this mare? This just might not be the perfect fit for your program, because we want, as Miss Baby Cakes being a young mare, it's my job to make sure that for your success and my mare owner's success, we have to set these babies up for success and going into the right hands, whether that's getting fit correctly for the yearling sale or making sure they go to the right 2-year-old guy. And so, you know, it's cool to hear you say that, because we work so hard to make sure that those mares that are young especially have every chance possible. And I tell those owners it's really important that we don't just say yes to everybody that calls, because we have to get those babies in the right hands.
When you sign up for that, you're joining a team, and you're saying, I'm going to do everything I can to develop this horse, to develop its future, to make sure we make good decisions. We want to be in deals where everybody wins. That's a deal where everybody can win, where we can say, hey, we're committed, we're going to do the work, we're going to take care of this baby, we're going to make sure it gets in the right hands, and you're going to be glad that you worked with us. And you're going to hopefully want to do that again. And that's hard to beat.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk a little bit about the mares that you've added to your own program. So you've got some really exciting young mares coming up. You've got some mares that have some babies that are competing. Tell us which ones you think are the stars of the program coming up.
Yeah, that's interesting. You know, Real Money, if you look at her on paper, we're just proud to succeed other great owners and being responsible for her, because she's such a great mare, and she's produced so much. And you know, she's got Madison Smith out there riding the stun mare that's a little bit older out of her, hauling her for the world and winning every time. She's so consistent. So you get to see that pretty horse out there, and then just I watch them all down the line. I feel like they're all, you know, ours. But Real Money produced a semifinalist this year. And Real Bad, Bad Boon mare, and we have 4 or 5 more coming out of her. There's several in the sort of line of progression out there that are going to get shown, and they're all going to be in good hands, and Justin's horses and others. So, I mean, I think you have to be excited about her because she's so proven. You know, the up and comers, I think the real sleeper in our program is the Woody Rosie B. Tough. And the Woody CR Tough Sunshine. Both of those Woody mares. Rosie B. Tough has a couple out there. She only has 2 babies out there that are actually showing, and they I think one's won 76, 78,000. Toughish is a 4-year-old who's just
super nice horse.
he's a great horse.
Yeah.
He is just a freak, and he is coming along so good and so strong. I mean, he just really looks the part. So I think, and we got some great crosses on her. Y'all helped, kind of get her set up for this year. There are a few more ahead of them that Bill Paxton has. They're going to do great, good horses. Miss Metallica's been around for a little while. Her horses look a certain way, do a certain thing. There's one out there being hauled, an older mare. She's going to do great. But the babies, I have a 3-year-old with Rowdy Larson that looks just like her. I mean, she's just got that kind of wicked look down in the middle, mad at the cow, but sort of hypnotizing it down in the middle. And that's her babies do that.
Yeah.
The Miss Lily Ray that I bought last year that I'm fortunate to get to show, some of the amateur Rowdy's he's been showing her some and keeping her really tuned up for me. But as you know, we've been breeding her, and we have a Counting Hot Checks out of her who's also a 3-year-old who may be one of the best we'll have.
Yeah.
Our Mama Mia, you got to speak, talk a little bit about her. Miata's out there just lighting it up with Lance Cooper. I have a 4-year-old with Rowdy that's probably going to end up being one of my favorite horses of all time. She's one of those that's become a member of the family, cast me a spell, came on really good, had a great show in Monroe, got sick. We've been kind of nursing her. She's a Woody, but she showed us something there, like she's getting bigger, stronger, growing up, so that when she's able to get out and show again, she's going to make her mama proud. And we got When Doves Cry, full sister to Stevie. I think that's a great bloodline. You got Miss Ella Ray sitting right there on the papers. And I rode her for the first time. I'm so lucky. I have to say this about this industry right now. The people in this industry who will help you out. I had my son here just looking at horses and looking at things. And we rode up to Rowdy's. That mare's up there. We pull over to Jody Gallion's place, who welcomes you in like you're a member of his family.
Yes.
And was able to sit there and watch me ride that mare and comment on that mare. And this is her first time in front of a flag.
Sure.
I don't know when.
Sure.
And but she showed a little bit of what makes her special and what she may be able to do for these babies. And so the combination of all that is just very rewarding. And of course, you feel like every baby belongs to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Everybody has to judge a program that they're buying the horse from, because there's just so many things that go into raising a good horse. And the person making the decisions of how to breed them is one part of it. Getting them raised correctly is another part of it. And I think it's really important for people to understand that that's not a place your program's going to cut corners. A buyer of your embryos, your babies, your yearlings, your 2-year-olds is teaming up with you.
Yeah.
And so to know that you guys are going to be that committed to making sure that these horses are seen all the way through is exciting, I think, for a buyer.
We think about, what does every horse need every day? Why this works for us is because of Matt Williams, who works with us, because of my sister Mimi, who works with us, and Blake Hamner. They are the program. And I'm the person who's out here asking you a million questions and relaying back and just trying to, make sure we're doing the right thing, the right way, at the right time, every time.
Yes. And I think that has probably carried over from your business into what you're doing today in the horse world.
Yeah, we're in the media business. We start out as newspapers. We have newspapers, magazines, a lot of digital media and that type thing. And it's all built on a family of people who know what their job is. They're passionate about it. We've just worked so hard to get the right people to be part of our team and feel that sense of purpose, and then really rely on them to go out and make our reputation and just support them. So I just been fortunate there, and I just try to be smart enough to pay attention, to try to do what I can to help people become successful.
What's next? You're headed to the futurity sale. You'll have a nice set of yearlings. How many yearlings will go to the futurity sale this year?
We probably will have about 10 in the sale. We have 3 really nice 2-year-olds. We have a metallic cat out of the Pepto Boone's Ball Male, a red mare that's special. And we have a talker out of Mama Mia that's really special too. And if you know that horse, they all have this special little expression that they have, an ability to sort of, again, hypnotize a cow. We have a 2-year-old at Arlen's that's looking like that. Watching one of your sales a while back, there was a Raising the Cash out of a Rose Such a Clatter, and she is good.
Yeah.
She is really good.
Yeah.
So we have those 3 2-year-olds right now. The program's getting bigger. We, of course, we have those 43 coming from next year. We'll probably have some embryos available between now and then, and we're interested in what we can develop for ourselves that helps promote our mares and make sure we get a few of those in the right hands. But we also want to develop horses where people can look and see that they're ours and they can say, I want to take a look at that one.
Yeah.
And if they give it a look, you know, it's up to the horse after that.
Yeah, that's
So,
exciting.
yeah.
Well, thanks for sitting down with us today. And if people want to know more about the mares in the program, how do they find you?
CarpenterFarms.com is easy to find online. Our mares are listed there. They can find a couple of our mares on the Select Genes page that are available for embryos. So those are good places to take a look. We're on social media at Carpenter Farms, both on Instagram and Facebook. So come check us out. I'm easy to find. Matt's easy to find. Give us a call. We love talking about horses, as you know.
Absolutely.
So anytime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sitting down with us today.
Thanks for the privilege of sitting with you, and thanks for all you guys do for our program.
Absolutely.
Can't thank you enough, truly.
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks.